411 animals! 411 pets!
Hi everyone, welcome to Player Guides. This is Cameron.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Osprey.
Osprey's on the stick. He is playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. This is the day of the Super Bowl. I think the episode will come out like 2 weeks after, so hopefully...
The Bengals will have won. I'm calling it. The Bengals won!
Let us know in the comments how close Hannah is.
It won't be close, it'll be fact.
Let us know if Hannah's fact is still correct 2 weeks later. But yeah, the very last thing we did was we
Pokeball
took on Dialga in the Spear Pillar. We caught it. We defeated Cyrus. And I think we're just heading to the 8th gym now. You were just talking, Osprey, off camera about you're starting up Pokemon Platinum, and it sounds like you're starting it so you can get some of the expanded storyline partially. Oh, where was the Pokeball?
up, right there, on the back.
Oh, how do we...
Jump! Do an Olympic jump!
No, I think you gotta
nice
go
ski.
around the
Nice.
building and rock climb or something.
Yeah, there's a rock climb mess.
2 hidden spots. That's annoying. I feel like that's a bit of bad design. What is it? Rare TM?
A big root.
Dream Eater. That one sucks. Alright.
But it feels good to have gotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I know
will
Mommy's
say
lap isn't as big as Dad's, but you're gonna have to figure it out.
this particular one, you would have seen it on your way over. You just have to remember.
Yeah. And I mean, that's like a big part of game exploration, Hannah. You've experienced that in Zelda games where like, oh, there's a heart piece and I know I don't have the tool to get it right now, but if I remember, then I'll come back and get it.
Yeah.
But heart pieces are like, I feel like every heart piece is a reward, whereas every TM isn't necessarily one.
Agreed.
Although in the modern, this game being the exception, in other modern Pokemon games, TMs are reusable now, so it doesn't feel as bad as getting like a one-off TM of a bad move. You're at least like completing the collection of moves.
Gotcha.
So it's been a week since we last played, Hannah.
Yeah.
What have you been up to? You've been watching a good amount of TV recently.
I've been trying to... Yeah, I've also been trying to read a little more. At least before bed
fine.
and when I'm at work.
This dude is gonna find out he is out and
Yeah.
not at the right level.
Yeah.
We're sorry, Trey.
It's a rich boy. Eat the rich!
But I'm rich and tolerant.
I just finished a book called Mexican Gothic, which was really, really good. I should remember the name of the author and fuck.
I can look it up while you're talking about it.
But it's like it takes place in the 1950s in Mexico City.
Silvia Moreno Garcia.
Yes, thank you. Shout out to her. Great, phenomenal book. But it's very much, it kind of hits all of like the Gothic tropes as far as like when you think of Gothic books like Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights.
Could you define Gothic as a genre for me to make sure I'm in the right mindset? I know Jane Eyre. I know Jane is Rebecca Gothic?
Rebecca, yeah, that's another one. Yeah. So you have kind of like
it's like a
focuses,
thriller.
It's like a psychological and somewhat horror for its time, and mysterious, and it kind of goes into a little bit on classism, because that was definitely present in this particular book. But it was very well done. And then the next book that I'm reading, or I haven't started yet, but it's the next book that I will read is called The Other Bennett Sister, which Cameron will look up the author. And I think that's going to be more of a modern rom-com.
Janice Hadlow.
Okay.
Is that you were in a play called The Other Bennett Sister?
I was in a play called Christmas at Pemberley, which focused on Mary Bennett as the heroine, and I think this book is that same thing. So, I mean, nothing against Sister Mary Bennett in The Pride and Prejudice. She's the middle child. I love all the different adaptations that authors are taking creatively. I think that's great. I love it. I really like it when authors do that. I just could I don't care about Mary, but I'll read the book and see how it goes. I will recommend Pride and Premeditation. That one was a lot of fun. And that was a Pride and Prejudice murder mystery, which was pretty cool. I liked that one a lot. And then, yeah, I've been watching a lot of TV. I downloaded and then canceled before the free trial ended. Boomerang, so I was watching a lot of like old school cartoons, like Looney Tunes, which is what I grew up with. Thanks, Dad. And watching Justified, and I just started season 3 of Justified.
Justified is the only piece of propaganda I'm willing to tolerate. Yes, it's a show about it glorifies police in all the wrong ways, but it is about a man going down to the hollers of Kentucky and just blowing away a bunch of white supremacists.
Yeah.
And that is pretty gratifying.
Yeah, that feels good. Yeah. So season 3, I'm actually really curious because the character Boyd Crowder, who I think is
the foil to the
foil.
protagonist.
Thank you. Yes, the foil to Timothy Olyphant's character Raylan Givens. For a while was like seemed to repent, quote unquote, from his criminal ways and was trying to live what seemed like a better life, and now he's sucked back into the criminality. So it's kind of like a little political, but in like a Game of Thrones type way, but without the shitty stuff that Game of Thrones had, as far as like incest and rape. What else have we been watching, Cameron? Oh, you introduced me to Cowboy Bebop. That's been awesome.
Yeah.
I struggle. Cameron's tried different animes to get me into, and I've watched a few of them. There were some that I really enjoyed, but I feel like for the most part, and this is nothing against anime, I appreciate anime. But as far as anime shows, it's been a struggle for me to. It's rare, I feel like, for me to find one that I genuinely like and will watch. So, like, I know one of the biggest ones was Attack on Titan. And beautifully done. But, God, by episode 3, I was so fucking bored. Like, it was just...
Which one was this?
Attack on Titan.
Oh, yeah. I didn't
just
like that one.
I struggled. I liked the style, again, beautifully drawn, but fucking hell. I mean...
Osprey, did you... I know you mentioned you didn't watch Cowboy Bebop before. Do you know about Attack on Titan at all?
I got thrown at that, like... So what happened for my introduction to Attack on Titan, and part of why I've never touched Attack on Titan, really, is because I woke up... So I woke up in the middle of the night, and my roommates were watching the very, very first episode super loud.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, so you just saw the gore.
Yeah, I stumble out of bed, half asleep. I start kind of watching, trying to figure out kind of what is on the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the mom.
Oh, yeah. That's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Oh, wait, what?
Ye-
And because of how tired I was, I didn't feel so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one that I just could not.
Felt like you liked the
Complete.
first season, and then you
I
fell
couldn't
off.
get into, but I didn't even finish the first season.
Oh, okay.
And like for me, it started out strong, like Game of Thrones. Started out strong, and then it was just like 1 or 2 episodes where it's just like, this is shit that I feel like you're just adding into the story to prolong it.
Like beachside resort.
Pokeball!
I think there's a... What? Oh, we just walked down
Is
the
it a
south side.
resort or is it a compound? Because those
It's called a
fishermen are
resort.
all dressed alike.
Well, that's just because they only
Jar
have
of
one,
honey!
like...
Shout out to Pooh Bear.
You've been watching Winnie the Pooh lately.
Yeah, I've been going back on the nostalgia and watching the 90s animated Winnie the Pooh. There's nothing wrong with that show. It's a good show. I love Winnie the Pooh.
Pikachu Fan Club.
Pika Pika.
Do you like Pikachu? I like Pikachu. Oh my god.
Oh, he loves Pikachu.
Okay. Nothing like... It's
They
not
sound like they're all
creepy or
little
anything,
sneezes.
But his
Bless you.
his outfit, I guess, is
Bless
he
you.
in swim trunks? Is that what's happening?
It looks like a robe, but
Well,
it could be.
I think
resort.
it's his body, like his face, his hands and feet are a little tan.
Yeah.
And then he's got a paler white body. I think that's what I'm seeing. Or no, maybe it is a robe.
It has a brown waist, but he is wearing clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dig it. Speaking of creepy
No,
stuff.
you don't.
I like the Pikachu jammies.
Let me show you, Hannah, a Pokemon that I feel that Osprey failed to mention before when he's been talking about how...
No, I saw that in the Discord.
Oh, you saw Lilligant? So let me
Yeah.
show you. Here's what regular Lilligant looks like.
Okay.
That's regular Lilligant. And
Yeah.
that's... What do you think of regular Lilligant?
Well, I saw the other one and I like the other one better.
You like the other one better?
Yeah.
No, it's weird.
I don't think it's.
I like it.
I like it. I think I like that one better.
It's ballet.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought of.
I think it's the fact that it's like, for me, it's approaching a more human silhouette, and that creeps me out when it's like a Pokemon that is kind of maybe a wild animal. Like
Gotcha.
they exist in this weird space between like they're kind of sentient, but I feel like it's Elf Shoes like
What
would
is-
be slapping the pavement behind me creepily while I walk home at night.
Yeah.
Just
Uh,
and I turn around
so-
and it's not there.
Also, I nearly tagged the Atomic Fox in your thing and went, "Hey, Cameron's dissing one of your team Pokemon." Because Lilligant in this game, in Legends Arceus, is an absolute beast with the right moves.
Oh, really? What's different about it? Is it a new typing, new stat line?
It's grass fighting, but it gets
Oh.
a move that boosts all of its offensive and defensive
Sorry,
abilities. And then it has some good fighting and grass type moves that are just like,
I dig
and
it. It's grass fighting's a pretty
Ooh.
good combination. Oh, hey, evolution time!
Yeah.
That was pretty fast.
Zuko.
I also gave it the Soothe Bell to build
Oh,
the
okay. I was about to ask. I was like, I felt like the egg only hatched like 2 episodes ago, but yeah, Soothe Bell definitely works.
Nice.
And I think Mega
He is
Lucario
ready.
is one of my favorite Mega designs.
I don't
I'll throw a picture up.
I don't remember what Mega Lucario looks like because I didn't do a whole lot with the Megas.
It's Lucario going Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I was gonna say it does look like a Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan 4.
Kame.
Have you seen?
Bone Rush.
Ooh, I don't know what that move does.
You know what? Speaking of bones, you know who we haven't seen in this Pokemon game yet? Or maybe,
Cubone?
yeah.
It
He's
may
one of
not
my
be part of
favorite.
the national decks.
It's not in this one.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah,
one of
I
my
do
favorites.
like Cubone.
Yeah, Cubone's pretty cute. Although there are some, I think they're funny, but I totally understand if someone else is uncomfortable. There are some very horrifying / funny comics about Cubone's Pokédex entries.
Oh.
Aura Sphere. That's its like signature move. This is if you're playing Lucario on Smash Bros. You use Aura Sphere a lot.
Gotcha.
And its attack and special attack are pretty equal, so I'm not too concerned.
Sweet.
Well,
thank you, little girl. We're
Janet. Her name was Janet.
Thanks, Janet.
Damn it.
Pokemon size
Janet.
contest. Big Pokemon wanted. Oh, if only we could bring in some alphas.
So I was never a big fan of Pikachu.
Listen. Can you
But
tell me what kind of Pokemon you have?
the more I keep seeing it, the more I like it.
It's pretty cute. It's like the Bumblebee of Pokemon.
If you just look at it enough times, you enjoy it.
Yeah, like come over, look at over on my desk.
Yeah.
Like I've never been a fan of Bumblebee, but now
I
I've got
know.
like fucking 4 of them.
Yeah.
Hannah, I'll put a picture up. Hannah bought me. She went out yesterday with some friends. Oh, we got to talk about that.
We will in a second.
And she went to a Target and she picked me up a Bumblebee Transformers toy, which was a nice little toy, and it turns into.
A
It's the
UFO.
first time that Bumblebee turns into
They're real.
his alt mode from the first scene of the first episode of Transformers. So the first time you ever see a Transformer, it's Bumblebee and Wheeljack, and it's them in their Cybertronian modes, and Bumblebee turns into this little cute UFO car.
I was looking at the, what's the tabletop for,
Commandroids.
I was looking at the rules for that, and it said the rule changed on September 17th, something. September 17th is my birthday.
Yeah.
September 17th is your birthday. That's the day before we got married. September's a good month.
So September 17th is when the Transformers first aired in the States.
Nice.
The fact that I haven't gotten into Transformers before seems kind of odd now.
Well, so I don't know, have we talked about it on the show yet? Or maybe it was just during a live stream, I don't remember. You have watched like at least one season of one of the cartoons, the most modern cartoon, Cyberverse.
Yeah, so second season kind of lost me a little bit because they went from we have a clear narrative progression to chaos.
Yeah, second season is very much like problem of the week type episodes.
And it's harder to focus on, I'm not gonna lie.
Totally fair.
Ollie, you're making my right arm go numb.
Yeah, Ollie is sitting real cute. We'll have a picture up. We'll show Hannah,
He's in his-
Ollie, and I in our jerseys.
Yeah. A little Jersey family.
Hannah got Ollie
Little
a
Bengal
Bengals
Jersey family. It's a little
Also-
big for him, though, because we had to shave him. So usually when he's all fluffy, it would be better. But he still looks pretty cute.
But there's also the fact that season 2 feels like, oh, if only they could just get along, and seem to completely ignore that, like, the bad guys are basically fascists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's because Transformers is such a large media franchise and the story gets told in different ways each time. I feel like in the Cyberverse version, they're like the story they're trying to tell is like, okay, Megatron is an asshole, but all the other Decepticons are kind of just jerks, but they're not crazy fascists. But it definitely doesn't jive well with some of the stuff that they do in that show, and then the larger lore of the franchise, which is that the Decepticons are like warmongering fascists. It's like they're trying to add nuance that doesn't need to exist. It's like, oh, we're telling like this complicated story. It's like, well, this particular story isn't complicated. It's got good guys and very clearly defined by their actions and associations bad guys.
If you wanted to add nuance, you'd have to have them like also doing good.
Right. And that's something that the comic books
Ew.
do.
I don't like that.
Feebas?
Yeah.
It's the story of the ugly duckling.
I don't like its eyes. What does it evolve into? Oh my god, it's so creepy.
Milotic, you actually had a Feebas on your Ultramoon team. It evolved into Milotic. Hannah is scrunching up her face.
I don't like it.
That's kind of the idea. You're
Yes.
not supposed to like it. You're supposed to like what it evolves into.
Yeah, it's a famously ugly Pokemon that evolves into a famously beautiful Pokemon.
Gotcha.
It's the glow up Pokemon.
Yep. We're actually going to call this an episode here, and we'll come back and we'll talk more about Transform. Oh, well, we'll finish this fight.
Pokemon. We should talk about Pokemon. But yeah, Transformers.
Well, we were talking about
Fisher,
books earlier.
don't hit my dog!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. His
Did
nose
you
was...
bump?
411 animals!
Ollie?
411 pets!
I booted his snoot a little too hard while I was coming up to like tap Hannah on the arm. He's okay.
Oh.
He's fine. He didn't move. He's okay. He's good.
It's one of those, you always feel super bad when you accidentally bump the animal.
Yeah.
I did that the other day. I was getting ready for work, and
You stepped on
went
him.
to grab something. No, and I like backhanded him when I went to grab something by mistake. I really didn't mean to. And he didn't move out of the way, but like he immediately thought he did something wrong. So like his tail went between his legs and he hung his head down. And oh my god, I almost started crying. Like I felt so bad. So I'm like cuddling him, and I told him he was a good boy and reassuring him and that it was mommy's fault and he didn't do anything wrong and mommy loves him and she would never ever do that to him. And then he was fine, I gave him a treat.
It's the risk he runs when he like refuses to accept our definition of personal space. He's like, I'm always gonna be a foot behind you and 6 inches to the left, so I'm just gonna be out of your peripheral
Yeah,
vision.
that song by is it by Sting or is it the Police? The Every Breath You Take, I'll Be Watching You.
Oh my gosh.
That's Ollie.
That's Ollie. That's his theme song.
Oh, you're a little creep.
Every move you make, every step you take, I'll be watching you.
Yeah. Yesterday
That's him.
I was like trying to get stuff done during the day, and I basically ended up spending 2 hours playing Animal Crossing because he just wanted to cuddle. All right, before we get into this fight, we're gonna call this an episode, and we're gonna come back. Fuck it. We'll come right back at the start of this battle. See you, everybody. Thanks for playing with us.
Bye!